Alright guys, we're back with my slow network. So, I think at some point you're starting to, pull things together a little bit. Because I'm always talking about this subtask, that subtask. At some point, the reason you're doing all that is to marry everything back together. So, let me grab a few more traits here. Alright, so I haven't said anything to the dog yet, and that's where I see people going wrong. And I've always done this when people, are you ready? We don't really ask them if they're ready. We're kind of more intuitive than that. So she's obviously looking at me. She's very food oriented. You're gonna see. So what I want to do, I'm gonna do my retrieving first, because this dog is not, if you said this dog's perpetual motion, it's not. It's not. And for you, Breck, that's going to be a good thing. Because if you said, well, what dog is perpetual motion? That Shepherd of yours. That's Shepherd. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get my collar on first. And I do want to have a specific way of doing that. So, I'm going to make sure it's on. Remember, I have not cut the strap. I want to do it as seamlessly as possible. And then I'm just gone. So, and if you said, I don't think there's anybody that's going to disagree that the devil's in the details. That's, I think, a very important detail. She's already trying to pick up the count, so I'm just going to put my stuff down here. Gone. She comes with me. But this is where I've got to. And I'm and then now it's all over with. What was I didn't make it flat enough. I didn't make the yay flat enough, so I did like 6 real flat yays right there. You have to think of that, I think. The yay can be sharp or flat. Remember, this is the one I always start dropping it, so I'm trying not to do that. I kept my yay real flat. I'm yakking up. I'm yakking it up. So I'd say that's pretty good, Brett, considering I did have my doubts whether she'd be able to do it. And you do want to clip. Yay! That's my recall. And I did have my pager right there, and I do want to do some of that. That's how you're going to marry that together later. I'm seeing where that helps a lot. I'm going to go online and see if this footstool comes in white. Because if it did, I want you to understand, you could put it out I could put it out there. Like for Freaky, I could put it out there all the way on the other side of the pond and he'd easily be able to see it. So she's already got a default of going back over there. So I do want to work on the leash stuff a little bit. And you're going to be able to take her running and stuff. You're just going to have to be careful, that she doesn't trip you, because she does like to be right up on you. So we want the leash and the pager. All right, she wants to go get a drink, so I'm gonna get her. Go. Yay! Yay! She picked up that bottle. I don't know if you saw in the video yesterday, I was able to get her to. Pick up that beer can. Oh, that might come in handy. All right, so what I want to do is just get her up here. So I'm going to get my leash on there, again, as seamlessly as possible. I get rid of my remote real quick. I've got my treats. I got my leash open. And I'm right there. Boom. She knows the leash is there. I know the leash is there. She doesn't think I'm going to jerk on it. I want to get her. You know, and I want, you know, since she's been here, the pager and the leash are always together. So, my footstool here. You know, I've got two separate turns. Oh, Skylar, good Lord. I got my spin. So there's my pager. Gun it. Boom. Gun it. There she. So here's my other turn. I'm turning this way. She kind of got that little move at the end. She's trying to get to the platform, but I'm pushing her away. All right, watch. Push, push, push. Yeah. I got her backing up a little bit, but the key with her is not to try to keep backing. It's to go back a little bit and then come back forward so she doesn't go into the sit. So watch. There's my pager. My job is to avoid her going into the sit. She almost did it that time. There you go. All right, so there we go. There's my pager. There's my pager. There's my pager. Turn. She's got that little. She kind of follows through right at the end. Alright, she's got the default down. And you want that on the leash too, and I'm going to tell you why. You know, I mean, the only thing I don't like about it is she is a little bit far away. I'm going to wait for her to go on the hip and then. She is a little concerned. You know, this is concerning to me, but she is a little concerned about small dogs. So let's keep Maddie away. You know, let's just put it that way. So I'm still under the umbrella that I don't want the leash made tight. I'm going to concede and reward that. I want her to be over on the hip though. I brought her in closer. She's now picking up the leash and giving it to me. And that is, I should have, and you've got to be careful because she's kind of, now she still wants to do the other game. She just likes licking my fingers. She doesn't even need treats. She doesn't even need treats. You can see though, she's keeping an eye on that dog, and I'm going to tell you where, you know, let's just not go get a baby rabbit or something carried around her. She was very concerned when I had that dog in my arms. All right, look, do you see that? She just picked up the leash. All right, watch. I think a good way to get him picking up the leash, kind of put it in a knot. Alright, watch. Alright, next we'll have her walking herself. How does that sound? She'll just be going around the neighborhood. She'll just be going around the neighborhood, walking herself with the leash, alright? So she kind of taught herself that, so. Anyway, she's doing great, and I got a girl on the way over right now to get Mavis, so I might have time to squeeze in one more episode. Ah, Skylar! She'll probably bring it to me. You'll never pick up anything again if you get this training. Let's just put it that way. You'll never have to pick up anything again. Alright guys, we will be right back.